I actually met an artist in 2009 in Altadena, California. His name is Ngene Mora. He's originally from Kenya, and I used to like run into him at art shows and stuff like that, and he was always an interesting person, and his art was really something that I admired. I've decided that since I do love to document, and documentary photography is what I'm passionate about, I figured who better to use as a subject, because not only is he a great guy, but he's an interesting person and he's talented, and it was just a great like starting point for me to like learn from. One of my professors, Mark Boster, had a photographer from the LA Times come speak to us, Francine Orange. She actually does a lot of multimedia projects, and she actually worked in Africa, and I was speaking to her about my project, and I was speaking to her about where I was headed with it, and she asked me at the end of the class, when are you going to see him next? And I said, well, I'm going to see him tonight. I'm actually going to a studio. And she says, don't bring your camera, don't bring your audio recorder. She goes, invite him out for coffee or just hang out with him and ask him how he's doing. Listen to your subject, build a rapport with him. You don't have to have your camera the whole time. It's really important to be able to just listen to your subject and build that relationship, because as you do that, your subject gets more comfortable, and they start like being natural around you. Whereas in the beginning, I can tell that he was very awkward, and he didn't really care for the cameras. And as it is, he's a pretty like reclusive guy. You know, his art time is his art time, and it helped a lot, and it really changed where I was headed with the project. And I can tell that by just asking him, like, how are you feeling about the project? Because that's what I did. I'm like, are you fine with it? How are you liking everything? Let me show you some photographs. And sharing with him and showing him where I was headed with it really made him feel like, you know what, I don't see you as somebody that's just coming to my studio and like getting in my way or putting lights on me, and like, whereas, you know, normally he's by himself, and it really changed the project, and he became more natural around me and more of a human being, and I understood him better, which was really important for the kind of work that I want to do, because it's just documentary like work, you know what I mean? It has to be as natural as it can be, and I thank her for that, because it really helped me a lot.